What's going on, folks? Welcome to another Podcast A, Episode 7. My name is Cena, here with the illustrious, sexiest man in the universe, Zain Ali,
Glad to be
making
here.
his first appearance in the podcast. Everybody, give it up for our own Arya.
I thought I was the sexy man. Right?
No,
Yeah, sorry, man.
don't. I'm not gonna pump your tires, there, buddy. I'm gonna
Is that
tell
a
it how
saying?
it
That's
is.
not a saying.
Yeah, pump your
Pump
tires.
your tires
You never
is-
heard that? No,
No,
no.
no.
You haven't
I
heard
guess
pump
gas
your
Drew
Same
comes
thing,
back and
same
he's
thing.
pumping
Same
people's
thing.
tires, man.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What do you say?
I don't
Gas
show
all
with
the
enough
time.
white people.
Yo, that's
that's what it
exclusively-
is. Yeah, exactly.
exclusively
I don't
with
think
white
I've
people.
ever heard anyone else say that.
Also, I've discovered what the call of the drunk white man is. You know what it is? Woo!
That's what working at Leafs games.
W-H-E-W-W.
That's what it is.
I remember one time I called it, and then literally, I swear
I
to
was
God,
there with
3
you.
seconds later, this drunk white guy is like,
No, because what happened was, it was like a wolf. Cena did it as a joke, and the guy responded
Yes.
doing it. I was like, oh my god. It actually is the white guy call.
it's in the blood of the bro.
It's not even just that. Whenever
As long as you
they're-
have alcohol in that blood, then that's
any
gonna come out.
scenario
That's what it
that
is.
excites them, even if it's a life or death scenario.
Woo!
I swear to God, I saw a video today on Reddit. Some guy was on the electricity line, and then
Yeah.
Oh my
he
God, did
breaks
he
the
woo?
line,
Yeah,
and it shorts out. And you see the arc of light, arc of energy just come towards him, and it doesn't hit him. And all he does after is like, "Oh my God, he almost died!"
Woo! It's like adrenaline coming out of your body with that. You know what I mean? You're just so
Luckily
excited.
caught that on video. That's a great video to have.
It is.
Don't you wish
Russian
sometimes-
subtitles
Could have
too
been
for
so
some
off.
reason? I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Now, before we get started, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If, let's say you were on an airplane
Yeah.
and you have to leave your seat,
Yeah.
would you take that opportunity to make a fuss just so somebody else can take a video of it and then watch them like rough you up and
No,
shit?
I
and then
wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do
Why
that?
It would be hilarious.
Why
wouldn't
would
do-
I do that? Why would I get thrown out of a plane?
Oh
to
no,
do that?
buddy! You know how much money you can get? Man, do you know how much money that Asian guy got? Millions and
Okay,
millions
well,
of
he got
dollars.
his ass kicked for
Yeah,
it.
no,
though.
not even
He didn't
asking.
just make a big
He just
deal.
got
That's a
dragged
way-
out. He dramatized.
How many videos have you seen on the
Yeah.
internet of people getting dragged out of a plane, and how many of them are successful enough to get money from it?
All of them, I hope. If it's big, enough.
probably
If it
not.
happens in Canada, it's probably less frequent in the States. That
How
might be a
many
little-
how many women slept with that Asian man after they lost their respect for him by watching that video? That's why I would never do it.
Now, with that said, folks, we have several amazing, hilarious things to talk about this week. First and foremost,
Borderlands too.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
No, no, thank you.
The gaming industry got its tires pumped yesterday, yo.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
As
big
they
time.
say.
Yeah.
3 very big games came out. First, Super Mario Odyssey. What everyone's been waiting for if you have a
Killing it, yeah.
Switch since Zelda. This is like the other reason to own a Switch. Zane, your
I got
favorite
Assassin's, yeah.
series?
It's not my favorite series.
Oh.
Most underrated.
Okay,
series.
okay, fair, okay.
My favorite that no one else likes as much as me. That's the
Which one?
series, Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. No
But,
one.
Yeah, I've been playing Origins.
Zane's a
like,
huge
hard.
defender of Assassin's Creed. We'll get to that in a second. And third, Wolfenstein. So Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus came out, sequel to 2014's Wolfenstein. Amazing game so far. Starts out super dark, super brutal, really atmospheric. Overall, having a great time. But Zane, has Assassin's Creed hit a high note with this game?
Yeah, I'm always biased. Like I like,
Okay, fair. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like most of them.
Full disclosure,
Yeah,
Zane's really
yeah.
biased.
I like most of them, but at the same time, like it's a really good game. It finally feels like it's a big world. You know what I mean? And it's got like Witcher vibes almost, where you feel like
Yeah.
you're doing stuff at all times. Like there's a different thing they've added down where you have a bunch of quests happening at the same time, and you pick and choose. Like even when you finish one part of one, it stays there on your quest.
Okay, so
menu.
like each mission
So
has
it's
like
always
steps
there.
and stuff.
Yeah,
so you can
exactly. It's
continue?
almost like a like.
Yeah, that's sick.
It really
Final
does sound
Fantasy
like
Tactics
Witcher.
and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I
it
mean?
sounds
Yeah,
like it.
exactly. Witcher.
That's
I think that's
multi-step.
what they copied. It reminds me of Horizon a
Yeah,
lot. Like
okay,
this is
sick.
like the version that I played of Horizon. I never ended up playing Horizon, but it's dope, man. It's sick. If
Now-
you like Assassins, definitely play it.
Has it okay.
I played like I was telling you like
Played 10
at
hours?
least 10 hours yesterday.
That's a lot for the
Yeah,
first.
Yeah.
And you got it yesterday too.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, and I haven't played today, so
Well, think of it. How many
hectic.
games have you could talk about in like the last year and a half that have made you sit down the
Yeah,
day you got it?
that's
for
what I like.
10 hours and basically go through that much.
No,
Man,
A lot of
I don't
games do that
exactly.
anymore.
And like
I remember.
do like a little bit of the story.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
not even like
They
10
actually
hours?
let you, yeah. That's the thing. Like, I got past like the first major Alexandria, which is like I think Egypt's capital.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Yeah.
I heard
got past
all
that
the
part.
all those like small little places in the map look different. So there's different architecture. There's different clothes. There's different
Unreal, man.
languages.
And that's the thing. You
stuff.
get to these new cities, and you actually feel like you're in a new city.
That's
right?
sick,
like,
man.
And
That's
the sizes
sick. Really,
of the cities
really,
are
really
crazy.
happy with.
Yeah. I
Okay,
remember-
here's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Aria, can you chime in on this?
What?
People just don't like Ubisoft, right? People,
Ubisoft?
Yeah, they do hate.
people hate on
I think
Ubisoft
so.
has a huge target on their back. Everything.
Every other game outside of Assassin's Creed is just a question mark in my books. It's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, but then they'll make South Park too. You know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They'll
Watch
make a Far
Dogs 2
Cry.
was good.
Watch Dogs 2 hated on, but
Yeah, but
not
actually a
even
good
hated
game.
on.
Yeah, not
no
even
one
hated
gave it a
on, no
shot,
one.
but it was
Because
it's
of
a
the
good
Ubisoft-
You could say the same thing for like EA and all these other games companies.
That's true.
So there's
EA and Ubisoft are definitely the two biggest. Like
Yeah.
it's just
EA,
they're
I
a
can
punchline
justify
more
the
than
hate
not.
though. I can justify the
you can see
hate.
the hate for it.
Yeah,
The
Ubisoft, I just feel it gets the shit out of the stick a lot of the time.
It's
and
like
I don't
one
feel
game
it's
came
fully
out too
deserved.
early and it ruined
Let's,
everything. You know what I
let's
mean?
just
That's
talk
really
the
what
track
happened.
record in like the last 4 games before these 2 major ones that have come out, Stick of Truth and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
What was the last one? If I remember correctly, it was the For Honored. How terrible was that game?
For Honor wasn't terrible.
That
It was.
scene, even
Yeah,
the competitive
Hater
scene in
bought
For
that. That
Honor
looked really
is
bad.
angry
he
at
bought
the
For-
game.
Yeah.
It's just a game that didn't have to exist.
Yeah.
I think actually it did need to. I don't mind it existing. There's a
They made-
marketplace for
okay,
it. There
so
clearly is.
For
but
For
they
Honor.
failed with the game.
You
And
like
when we
Rainbow
talk
Six,
about the
right?
Division,
Yeah, that shit
yeah,
is
but then
good,
there's
yeah.
Rainbow Six. Division is a bum. I'm not going to
they're
defend
barely
Division.
even supporting Rainbow
Last few
Six.
Far Cry's have
What do you
been
mean?
slacking
They are,
as well.
bro. They just released the 3rd season passive
But
new
my
characters.
whole point is, like, if you want this game to continue going forward, which it has a huge player base on PC, why are you not supporting it as much as it should? When we're talking about other competitive games on PC, this is not competing with
Okay,
it
yeah,
because it's not nowhere near the updates and nowhere near the support as it should have. When Ubisoft we should be looking at other gaming communities that actually listen and actually do updates. And PlayerUnknown's a terrible example to say because he's not so far hitting these notes that are basically like some of these things that are still bugs today and still going on. Ubisoft's not even listening compared to that.
That's true.
I don't know. Their track record isn't as bad as their.
They put out hits,
That
man.
is people
You
make
could
it
say
seem-
Far Cry
exactly,
3.
Exactly. They're the Drake of
I consider
the
them,
video game
I consider them
industry.
like, you know, those.
I wouldn't say that.
No, obviously
They're
not.
the major AAA company that basically is just pumping out another game year after year without thinking of what new things could we do or just support
A
that
lot
one
of
game and keep it going forward.
you can make that same argument
Yeah.
with a lot of different companies and stuff though. Like sports games and stuff is literally the
That's
same.
on top of
That's
that,
an
like-
issue though. That's the
thing
problem
with-
I
the
have, and
thing
that's why
with-
I'm not going to support these games. That's why I moved on from these types.
Like,
of
would
games.
you not say South Park was a different feel though when it came out?
When I
Far
saw
Cry?
it, Far Cry. Which one are we talking about?
Yeah, a
After
few
3,
years ago,
it's been
yeah, yeah.
shit in my opinion.
4 wasn't shit. 4 was pretty. 4 was passable, and then they had Primal, which everyone seems to forget about.
Yeah.
The one when you're a caveman, and you're like, why is this
Exactly.
game?
Why- it did me
Why
too.
does this game
That's when
exist?
they did the Ubisoft.
But then they
Far
just
Cry,
made
you
the
know what I mean?
Mario and the Rabbids game too, right?
But-
that apparently is supposed to be really good.
That's for some other people. They made a whole bunch of games for other people, but at the end of the day, the people who were hardcore gamers and actually liked the games that they were trying to pump out again. When Division was announced, I was so excited for
oh yeah,
Division.
I think
everyone
that's
hopped
now
on that
what are we
train.
getting from it?
They have like
What
they
about
released
Watch
too many
Dogs?
games. They gotta calm it down. One Assassin's Creed every 2 years.
What about Watch Dogs
One Far
1?
Cry every 2
When
years.
you-
That's how they should do
I
it.
understand that, and like, but when you try to compare your game, Watch Dogs 1 to Grand Theft Auto 5, and Grand Theft Auto 5 years later is still better than Watch Dogs 1 and 2, in my opinion,
Yeah.
that's an issue. Like, you're not doing anything different that was meant to compete with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
fair.
meant to be there.
But
and
they-
you dropped
yeah.
$120
But like
so far
to be
versus
quite
Grand Theft
honest,
Auto
like
5.
if we're gonna compare it to Grand Theft Auto 5, then every other
Let's
like,
not talk
company
about
is
what
trash.
They
GTA
compared
5.
themselves. They compared themselves.
They did? No
yeah,
way.
There's an advertisement. You can go on Google.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
you're right. Yeah,
Did
yeah,
they
yeah,
say-
yeah.
Leave
What a
Los Santos
stupid
Yeah, yeah.
and come to
Was that for the
whatever
first
it was.
Watch Dogs or the
That's for
second
the
one? Yeah,
first
yeah.
Watch
No,
That
wait
was
for the
good.
first
Yeah.
one.
For the first one, not even
Like,
the
do you like
second
having fun? Well, if you don't, then come play Watch
Leave
Dogs.
Los
Like,
Santos now.
Yeah,
something like that.
Taking
And I'm
shots,
like,
yeah,
go fuck
that,
yourself.
that's huge. You're
when
right.
when
you're
I
right.
saw that, I'm
come
like,
to Chicago and
Just-
brood for
when you
10 hours.
hide more graphic settings
bad.
inside the game itself, and people have to go within the game's
That's
code.
PC. I don't even play PC.
But
That's
that's,
why I
ridiculous.
don't know that
That's
stuff.
ridiculous, in my opinion. That's why I don't have support for Ubisoft. That's why people on PC don't have support for Ubisoft and hate Uplay and all the games that come out.
You play
from
is
Uplay.
stupid, but you can ignore it.
Yeah,
so.
let me
You could. That's
let me
just
ask you
small.
guys this completely different topic, but a new Mario just came out. Now,
Did it?
Yeah. Oh my god. So Super Mario Odyssey came out obviously on the
Yesterday.
27th, yesterday, and it's getting On Metacritic, it was 90, 97,
crazy.
and 63
Better than
reviews.
To Pimp a Butterfly, and that one got like
That's
great
a
tens.
90. But I feel like, okay, just to be a dick here, and Zane, you mentioned this yesterday. People kind of, it has those extra Mario points, right? You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. You know what it is? It's not. It's you already like Mario. You already like Nintendo. And so if they give you a good game, in your head it's a great game. That's how I feel about every Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's true,
I think
yeah.
Syndicate, I'm like, oh, that's a 9 for sure. But most people wouldn't
Do you
agree.
consider like the other games that have come out? Because you were saying Rabbids versus Mario. Do you consider that a staple game like this?
Absolutely
Mario
no.
Odyssey? How many staple games like Mario Odyssey have we seen?
well, the
Not a
last
lot.
one
It
is
definitely looks
what's
amazing.
what's the
Mario
last
Maker, I
one?
could think of.
Mario Maker, yeah. And before that was
Galaxy 2?
Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
But those
Super
ones,
Mario Bros.
Even
came out.
Galaxy
Yeah,
2,
that
yeah.
the one, the 2D.
they're hitting their audience at the
exactly.
They're
No,
getting
and-
to their
on
their
top of
cadence.
their
The
audience-
Switch is starving for a good
Yeah.
game too. So if you give him anything, they're gonna be like,
Hater
this is so
doesn't
good.
even like Mario games, and he's been playing it like crazy.
That's the thing. This
He's
game
like,
looks
this is actually
amazing.
and it
This
looks
looks
amazing. Yeah.
amazing.
This looks like the best.
Let me
like,
tell you something.
One of the best
Yeah.
Nintendo games in general. I
So-
feel like.
Amanda is randomly
I was never
incredible at. Oh my god, Amanda's incredible at Super Mario World on the SNES. So
Yeah.
I got her the SNES Classic, and she's ripping it in Mario, and I'm literally dying every 2 seconds. And now she doesn't play
Yeah.
video games at all. She's
But that's
only
the
good
one,
at this.
huh? Yeah.
Coming from a guy you guys, everyone knows I hate. I
Yeah.
don't like Nintendo, but seeing
Someone be
how Mario has grown from Mario 3 to Super Mario World to Sunshine to Galaxy. Now this, it's just, it looks so fucking good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so happy. It's just a.
Well, I'm happy it's not on the fucking Wii anymore. That was the most annoying part, man. Like, we have it on Switch now. It's more of a console or handheld
Yeah.
thing that we actually can deal with.
Honestly, the Switch
That's
is
really
so
it.
good. Like
That's-
it's,
yeah.
I've been resisting buying one for way too.
Even now,
since
Kevin
then
just
now.
playing his Switch, just chilling.
Yeah, it's an awesome console.
Like, again, you can't complain.
It's made for handheld though. I feel like.
Yeah. And
Having
Mario,
played it a few times, I think it's made for.
knowing
handheld.
Mario is built for that type of a
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah,
at the end
exactly.
of the day.
That's the thing. They get full games on a like more or less a handheld. It's crazy. You get to play like even
Well, to an extent, some games are not being going to be full anymore. Like, it depends.
they
I
have
think
2K and FIFA. Like that's
But then they
crazy.
say it's like
You've
a
never seen
dumbed
Nintendo
down
with that.
version of it, really.
Yeah,
now.
but exactly, it's a shittier port.
Is it?
It's a
Oh,
shittier
okay,
port.
true.
Don't. It's like the PSP version of FIFA. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's FIFA,
okay,
but it's
okay,
not
fair
FIFA.
enough.
You
So
know what
they
I
didn't
mean?
give them. Oh, fair
It's
enough.
close.
I didn't know
It's-
that.
It's getting very close, in my opinion. Handheld gaming.
It's like PS3
and
FIFA.
They're
probably.
never gonna get a yearly like a 2006 2000 thing sports game. It's only
Yeah.
gonna be a different port every time.
True.
Yeah. It's like what happened with the Vita, essentially. When
I'll stick to
Oh,
Mario
RIP
Tennis.
Vita.
I guess.
A moment of silence
Mario
for the Vita.
Golf.
Mario
Call
Golf.
of Duty on the Vita, Killzone on the Vita with
Now,
the
real
touch
quick.
screens on the back. Man, oh god.
That was the worst addition to any console I've seen.
Why would
Like,
you-
do you want to use
I know,
a
yeah, I
touch
know.
screen on
It's
the
so
back
gimmicky.
of the
Some
thing?
games didn't use it well though. I know you guys haven't played Tearaway. Tearaway used it very well.
That
Okay,
was
okay.
a
Tearaway
good
was
example,
incredible.
but like when you had to use your
Oh.
swiping to melee people in
In
Killzone, I
Killzone,
was so
take your
upset.
hand off. You need to swipe the screen and
No,
then.
thank you.
First
Yeah,
of all,
no, thank you.
in FIFA, it was used to aim where you were shooting. So if you're
My
holding the
God.
Vita,
Oh my
you would be
God.
dribbling and you'd accidentally do
I
it, and it would
remember
shoot. And you're like,
this.
oh,
That
this
is
is
so
the worst. Yeah,
annoying.
it was the worst thing
What?
ever.
Zero practicality with the
Yeah.
controls. Also, Wolfenstein came out. Real quick, Zane, you just saw the game. Oh yeah, you saw the game too. What do you think
It
of it?
looks dope. Jeez.
Sick.
It reminds me of
Honestly,
Resistance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good call.
I've watched like brief moments here and there on like Twitch streams, and the reason why I've held back from watching them fully is because I want to play this game myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And watching you play right now, I just don't
It's-
even want to watch it, to be honest with you, because I know how good the story is and how much they've actually put
Yeah.
behind
Yeah,
it.
how is it?
it looks beautiful.
'Cause
Okay,
the first
so
one I liked a
all
lot.
t-
I watched you play it a few times.
it's the same thing. Like it's super atmospheric. You got a desolate New York nuked by the Nazis. You're in the subway. You're in U-boats. You're in all these abandoned things. So it looks gorgeous. The shooting is obviously incredible. Like you feel the kick of the gun. It sounds incredible with
the
the
sounds
headphones.
are
You dual wield and you're just like wrecking shop. Bro, the hatchet is the best thing ever. It's a silent kill. You just throw it at someone. You
Man,
hatchet
those
them.
melee
So
kills a
good.
moment ago
Yeah,
were
the
insane.
executions. They're so good, and they're contextual, so it's not always the same. Like
Yeah.
if he's like standing, you like cut him in the leg and shit.
What I liked in the first one, it looked like this one had it too. It's like the set pieces to the action scenes are well done. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's built in a way where the fighting always feels different. Every fight feels different.
First one
It
I remember
does.
being very linear.
Challenging.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Still
so,
is.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I don't
You
have an
actually
issue with the
hide
game
fun.
being linear though.
Well, that's the
honestly,
whole
Yeah, I
purpose
don't
of this
either,
game.
yeah.
it's supposed to be like.
And
If you
speaking
can
of
appreciate different types of games,
speaking of
it's not
all
a
three
problem.
of these games, these are all single player games.
Yes, they are.
I count
Sure.
that in.
Yeah.
So we like not even.
So
a
that
week
means
ago,
none of them will sell well.
But not even a week ago, I remember
No.
we're talking about that actually, saying like how single player games have completely died,
No, no.
Yeah.
Now,
and that genre is completely dead altogether.
And they came out with
Wait,
three
just,
huge
just wait,
ones.
just
Three
wait for
huge
Red
ones.
Dead. Just wait for Red
Yeah,
Dead.
that's it.
and
But
then-
yo,
have
Red Dead's gonna
multiplayer.
have online, and it's gonna be the best online of all.
No,
time.
we're not gonna play it. I'm telling you right now, we're not gonna play.
We
Red
never
Dead.
do. We never play it, yeah.
We'll play for 2
I played
seconds.
GTA
we'll have
3
our
times, and
I
I
wanted
loved
to-
it every time, and I never touched it.
I would
again.
love to play Red Dead Online with you guys, but I already know half you guys are gonna be at work, everyone else is gonna be doing something else or playing another game.
Cena's
so.
gonna tie you up and put you in the.
Cena's gonna be
railroad.
telling you to edit a video.
Yo, oh yeah, you gotta edit this ASAP. But do you think Red Dead is gonna have like loot boxes? Are there loot boxes in GTA? I feel like every
No.
game now has loot boxes.
It's not loot boxes. What's it called? Those shark cards. That's what you use in the game to.
But that's
bring stuff
online
in the game.
only, though.
Yeah,
right?
it's online
yeah,
only.
yeah, it's online only.
So like, is it
think-
worth it? Is
you
it
think-
gonna have it? I think it. I don't think it's gonna have loot boxes. I think it's gonna have another shark card.
Yo, and Assassin's
What are
doesn't
shark
have
cards?
that big of a microtransactions thing. Like it's
People said
literally
it
if
did.
you.
I don't know what the fuck.
The
it
thing is,
though.
if you open the menu and you press right on the
D-pad.
on the D-pad, it switches to this mode where you can then buy things. But other like you don't
What
actually
can
have to
you
do
buy,
it.
though? What are you
It's
buying?
everything that you can already get. It's like, oh, you want to buy like a few more maps unlocked instead of going there and unlocking it yourself and doing Eagle Vision.
So it's basically
like
just
that.
to speed up the
But
game.
Yeah,
even-
exactly,
I
just
don't-
things
I
in the
can't-
game, yeah.
No, man.
Honestly,
Oh, it's not a good thing at all.
That's-
But like I didn't even notice it was a thing.
Like,
I don't find that acceptable. I find that if
Yeah,
you
I
gave
agree,
like
yeah.
cheat codes instead to just let
Yeah,
yourself
I
do
miss
that,
cheat codes.
Why
That's
are you
the thing.
paying
Money
to
has become
unlock a
cheat
map if
codes.
you-
Exactly. Yeah.
this is.
It's-
needs
That's
to
what I
stop.
miss. I miss actually earning these things.
Mobile games, sorry.
But the thing is, there's not going to stop. The
Yeah, it's not-
reason
I
why
know.
it's not going to stop is because there's people doing that. There's people who
Yeah.
are buying it just
Yeah.
for the sake of getting a trophy or just doing it so they can finish the game and
So,
just be like, yeah,
like-
I'm done with the game and
exactly.
they'll throw it off.
That's
their
It's
side.
literally
little
the stupidest
kids.
thing
They
I've ever
use their
heard.
They're
parents'
looking
credit cards
for
and
that
they
1% of people to spend that money, and that 1% is going to spend extra to $300 more maybe, and that 1% earn
Well,
that
that's the
money.
thing. It's not like
That's
they're
what they want.
breaking even by selling just the video game. They're already profiting so much. So even a little bit of people buying into microtransactions, it's so worth it for them. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, just extra money.
Exactly. You know, you can make the argument too that like it's up to the consumer to buy it, right? Like
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to. But at the same time,
They won't
it's like
stop
you're.
if you don't. I don't
It's
think.
it's kind of predatory too. Like I understand if your game is free and your only way of making money is if people buy
Mm-hmm.
things, but I feel like if you already paid full price for a game, microtransactions are kind of ill intentioned. You know what I mean? Like
They're just trying to make
buying
more money. It's as simple
buying
as
easy
that.
fatalities in Mortal Kombat X kill yourself.
yeah,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Do the part of Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat is knowing the
Learning the
command to do a fatality. Exactly. I'm
What
not
drove
gonna.
me insane also is when you have to unlock or
Big time.
buy the unlocks for the crypts and all that,
That
stuff.
was
or
so-
buy
yeah,
everything
yeah,
unlocked.
yeah,
You
no.
have to work to get everything unlocked. Like,
That was
that's
sick,
pretty
That's the
stupid.
thing. I miss
I'm not
sitting
that-
down
exactly.
and trying to 100% a game
Yeah.
without spending $1 or more. You know
What
I mean?
happened to basically? I remember in Assassin's Creed where you could start. I remember which one it was. I think it was 3 or it was Brotherhood, where you can get like the best armor in the game right off the bat in the game, and like that was just basically you just playing the game
It's probably
essentially,
3,
not using microtransactions to buy
Yeah.
yourself something
You
that's
can actually
better
do
in-game.
something in the game and get it. Yeah,
in the
exactly.
past, I remember obviously just typing in a cheat code or just finishing the
Yeah,
game a
man,
certain
I'm not-
way. getting
But that's
a
what I was
different
gonna say
skin.
about the new one. Like, that's one of the cool things about it is if you ignore the microtransactions, you can get a lot of stuff really early on just by playing the game.
But I just-
Like, there's rare items,
we
there's
just have
legendary
to-
items. You can actually obtain those. Like, I have.
Are you
crazy
grinding for them?
rare
Are you
high
looking
level
around
ones.
and like looking?
There's certain quests that you can do and they get you a lot more. Like, there's a guy you work for, and if you do things for him, he gives you rare items.
Okay, that's
and so you
sick.
can actually get crazy
That's
costumes.
sick.
Yeah.
But the only reason, the other thing is, it again, it's still like unacceptable in my
Yeah.
eyes.
And they price
Only-
the outfits. You can tell they're expecting people to buy coins for the outfits because they price the outfit. It's outrageously, and it's
find-
such a. It doesn't really add anything. It just looks cool.
I find if there's gonna be loot
Exactly, yeah.
boxes or microtransactions, the game has to have some type of replayability or some type of a competitive
Yeah,
scene
I
where
agree,
they're
yeah,
funding
yeah,
this
yeah.
money towards
Or-
some.
Yeah.
The
or
added
expansion
content
pack.
shouldn't make your entire pack. You should have a complete package before having the microtransactions.
Exactly, yeah.
The microtransactions shouldn't be like an integral part of your overall experience with the game. That
100%.
A lot of games fall short in that respect too. Like Star Wars Battlefront, completely bare.
Call
Yeah,
of Duty
exactly.
has it too now. A lot
Well,
of these games are
Battlefront
just
got
throwing.
destroyed for that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
They pretty much give you an unfinished game just so they could make more money off you later.
Seasons past DLC. We've
That
talked
was
about
the
this
big one, man.
5 years
50
ago. That was the thing. We said that.
Remember online passes?
Yeah.
Anyway.
DLC.
So
What
stupid.
about buying a game and getting day one DLC that was
Yeah.
just a stupid side mission that was
Exactly.
completely irrelevant from the story of the
Marvel
game?
vs. Capcom Infinite additional characters are $40. $40, and
That's what
when you
Dragon Ball
download them,
Z-
it's an
that's
unlock
unacceptable.
code.
That's
It's like
unacceptable.
it is.
Dragon
It's
Ball
this
Z,
based, man. It's
Dragon
the
Ball Z is
worst.
coming out, and they've already announced
Is
the
this
DLC
Fighter
that's
Z we're
coming
talking
out.
about?
Yeah, Fighter Z.
Wow, God damn.
And they're coming out with 8 extra fighters on DLC for $40. I mean,
Man,
you know you're
$40.
adding 8 characters, and there's a couple more things you get with it, right? It's crazy. It's
like that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I think so
That's
too.
If
really,
you're
really
already
bad.
announcing
remember?
DLC for a game that hasn't even been released
Yeah,
yet,
yeah, kill yourself.
Do you remember Tony Hawk? Playing Tony Hawk, and you actually had to do things in the game, and those like blacked out characters, you would unlock them.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
that came out today, that would be $4.99 to unlock Spider-Man. You know what I mean? $5.99.
You're right. That's so
It's
true, man. Yeah,
ridiculous,
yeah.
Not
man.
even.
It's like you should be able to
Download this
do
mobile
things
application that
to fill
takes up
up the
4
game.
gigs on your phone,
So
and then
bad.
spend $5 within it,
Yeah,
so you can get
exactly.
this
Kill yourself.
character.
No, no.
It's
I'm not gonna.
ridiculous.
Companion app for Destiny 2.
I need to
no,
ask,
thank
though,
you. I'm
what-
not downloading that shit.
What microtransactions have you guys paid for?
Tinder Plus doesn't count.
Other than Counter Strike skins, which have you guys seen my inventory?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm planning on getting rid of essentially, but yeah, so what $2,000?
I've never paid
close
That's a different. 2,000.
It's close to $2,000 you
That's different though, because you can resell it. Like,
Yeah, I have my value there, and I technically didn't spend 2,000. Some of them just went up in value
Yeah.
over the course of the years. So a game like that, I don't know. That's kind of created its own marketplace.
that's
Yeah.
that's an entirely different
Uh,
situation. But then-
What other games? Maybe
Hearthstone,
Overwatch?
Hearthstone. I got a few.
Hearthstone. Yeah, I've paid a couple. I paid.
I've never played. I've never paid microtransactions. I've done
Yeah,
like
okay, yeah, yeah.
I
Keep
bought
buying
DLC
games,
to
essentially.
get
You just keep
skins
buying
in
games.
Arkham City and
Yeah.
stuff. I've done that, and I've paid. I paid for a theme on PS3, but I've
Kev
never
just
paid for a
said
micro.
spent $300 on Hearthstone.
Yeah.
It also backed Mighty Number 9 for like $300 too. So Kev.
$300.
All the
That's,
cards, you bought all the cards for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's people
Oh,
who spend
man.
way more money, man. There's so
That's
many
like
other games.
I was saying earlier. The guy
So
who
good,
spent
man.
$60 on dollar packs of those NHL cards from Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Spent $60. I was like, oh my god, you have so many. How much is it? He has 180 cards.
That's so stupid.
Crazy.
It reminds me of when I was working
They're
at
worthless.
McDonald's.
They're Tim Hortons cards.
It's like when I was working at McDonald's and I was, what's it called? Those, remember Monopoly and all that stuff?
Did you
So
guys ever
going
do
on
those
right now.
Monopoly? Roll of the Rim is like the popular one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone I'd say does. I don't even do that shit. Like I forget. I've
No,
thrown
no.
out so many
I,
clubs.
I would never go to Timmy's just to get the roll of
Yeah,
cum.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
never
get,
go out of my way.
But
to
Monopoly,
do
did
that.
you guys ever?
No, I
like,
never
yeah,
went
like,
out of my way.
bro,
seriously, small fries and
now
shit?
I think it's all digital. Because
It is
now
digital.
yeah,
It is digital. They give you a
they don't have
code.
maps anymore.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
It's like-
So you
They have
basically-
tags on the drinks, but I think you
Really?
have to make an account and like log in. Well,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that, man. You're so-
Except them stealing all your
Buy
information.
Baltic Avenue for $2.99. You're like, fuck. They
Never
got
mind.
us.
Apparently, Kev says they do
It's
give you
a-
the map. I just haven't seen it yet, but
I
I've
had-
seen like digital codes for it too.
It is digital. It's all digital.
Just give me my junior
So
chickens.
you go punch your code in online, and basically it starts building up your thing online.
Oh,
So
shit, true.
If you won, you won. You're in a prize
I don't
pool
know.
essentially.
How do you
okay,
guys feel about fast food joints having their own app? Like, what do you guys think of that?
I'm pro app. I'm pro app.
Like, why not? Like,
yeah,
are you?
exactly.
As long as they're not asking me to create an account, that's it.
But you have to.
I don't mind that as
do
long
not
as they
wanna
give me
create an account.
coupons.
Okay, so
Otherwise, I
Don't make me create an
I'm
account.
not
Why do I? Why do you want me to consent to you stealing my information just so I have?
so
your
what's
fucking
stopping you from making a
information?
bogus account?
That's still they're stealing your information on your phone. That's the whole point.
Okay, I guess.
So they're tracking.
Yeah, but
what
what's
you're
your
doing.
information worth? Really? You know what I mean?
It's worth a lot to them, actually.
Yes, yeah,
And
fair.
think about this: every Facebook user, the
It's
last
really
I checked,
interesting.
was like $7. Every Facebook user is $7.
Fuck, I put
Really?
too much time to only be worth $7.
It's a free service, right?
My guys,
But
I have 1,000 likes. Come
every person's information is
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
worth $7 to someone on the internet, or it's fluctuating the amount
$7?
essentially.
Well,
on.
hopefully,
No,
if they catch the
McDonald's
fraud,
can have
they'll
that
help us.
information.
But back to my point.
If it results
So
in,
what, yeah, but the deals are kind of worth it, bro.
if
Like,
it
large
results in a
sandwich,
McBanquet
$3.
burger, then I'm all for
What
it.
the hell's the big? Oh, the Angus burger.
I'm saying if they use my information to create a new burger.
The
then
Zane
I'll
LA
enjoy
seems
it.
to be
Yeah, exactly.
mining his burger and getting the same thing every
Google
time.
image searching. our
He likes
food.
bacon. I think we're gonna put a lot of bacon on.
Yo,
it.
there's a bootleg Baconator at Burger King. It's
I saw
called
that the
Bacon
6
King.
bacons.
It looks pretty
Yeah.
good. I'll fuck with it.
It looks like it has less than 6, and then when they show it, I'm like, this is 6 bacons.
That's true. Yeah. You also can't find a Burger King, except I went to one in Peru and it was phenomenal. I saw. So Amanda was like, "Oh, let's get lunch. We'll go to something." I'm like, "Whatever." I see a Burger King. I'm like, "I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to Burger King." She's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, it's complicated. I need to go to Burger King, and I did. And it was
Burger
fantastic.
King is not appreciated in Toronto, but
Yeah, I
it's
know.
huge everywhere else.
Okay,
People
look-
love Burger
And
King.
it was talking
I
about
remember
actually
giving
with
up
my
for Burger
friends in
King.
the
I'm
States.
so-
They were
Yeah,
like,
shout out to Burger King.
They were like, yo, why are you going to McDonald's? I'm like, because Burger King is not open and around here.
Exactly. Not even close, man. They're not. There's
Yeah.
one in Scarborough. And let's have a moment of silence for the fallen Burger King stores in
R.I.P.
Toronto.
And back to the gaming updates. There's also another huge one that you guys don't really know about. Star Citizen updates.
All right. So
Burger
first
King
of
2
all,
is out.
Star Citizen
Had a
is
major update.
still in development.
They're still in
You
development.
definitely have to explain this. People are gonna be like, "Oh, Star Citizen." I've been waiting for them.
So
to
they had
talk
something
about
called the Citizen Con. That's like their convention thing that they have every year, and that's where they have the biggest reveals for Star Citizen.
It's called an election. Yeah.
But they decided that there's a whole bunch of controversy also in the last weeks coming up to it because people are upset about like the timeline and what's going on with Star Citizen. When is this game going to be released? They said that Squadron
Yeah,
40
everybody throw a
You told
convention,
me
make them happy.
People spent money on buying extra stuff in this game before the game
Yeah,
came
yeah,
out.
Yeah, that's what Cena was just literally
He
explaining.
spent
That's
$1,200, $1,600 on a game that wasn't out yet.
And that was years ago.
Yeah.
And from there until now, there's still been releasing stuff that you could buy periodically before the game's even been out. And you could buy this stuff with obviously in-game currency. But back to my point,
It's
StarCon.
gonna end up being
Yeah, the
Nathan,
StarCon. So-
Nathan
so-
for You finale for sure.
They came back with their yearly convention thing in Germany. I think it was this year, and they announced a whole.
I feel like
bunch
they're
of
all in
shit.
Germany too, you know.
I think those were-
It's on Frankfurt.
down for games.
Everything I feel is in Frankfurt.
You obviously, I think both of you guys have seen it where they go from space to the planet
Yeah, yeah.
and that procedural thing.
Yeah.
Now they actually show the full procedural city, and that was just jaw dropping.
So give us a like a little brief description of the scale. Like
So-
how big is it going to be?
Beyond Good and Evil, you saw that little gameplay thing.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing it. You saw. I even showed you a little brief thing. The guy was on the
Yeah,
floor.
it looks unreal.
First
honestly.
person eye view.
Those kind
going
of,
through
like-
these cities. Get into a spatial fly off. What were you gonna say? Right
That kind of an advancement is hard to describe.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to be like, just watch it
You-
to see how big this game is
Yeah.
because it's unreal.
And it's only the type of it's game that can only be done on a high-end PC.
yeah, that's what it looks
We
like.
don't know. We don't know. Eventually, I mean, you never know. It could come out on.
It can't even be done
console.
on that right now.
Oh,
So
duh.
Right
who
now.
knows?
Right now, it's not even optimized
Yeah,
on a good
exactly.
PC. So, like, good luck with your $10,000 PC. It still wouldn't run.
I remember seeing that FPS update, and what I love is every update they've shown or that I've heard about has been huge. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a minor update. They add so much sick shit to it.
It's
Uh,
nothing
again-
is a minor update in this game, and if it was a minor update, you just read about it.
It
It's
looks
amazing.
unbelievable. I wish. I
Yeah,
could-
it looks insane, honestly.
The-
That's why I was waiting for Beyond Good and Evil because it looked like something I've never seen before. I was like, this is wild.
What was more astonishing is how they plan on having this many NPCs versus something like a normal MMO where you have just NPCs just constantly walking around the same areas over and over again.
Yeah.
These are like real life people.
Are
that
there going to be
meant
aliens and
communicate.
shit? Like every planet's going to have a different race, like Star Wars.
There
kinda?
are gonna. I think they said that there's gonna be another race.
That'd be
there's
so
gonna be
sick.
an alien race in the game where you fight against them, and they're the main enemy. I don't really know too much about the lore. I didn't want to read too much about the lore. There's
Like
already
Germans here. Oh, that's
And then we will
They
enslave
could've
them.
really- yeah.
there is an hour-long
Too much
video.
Wolfenstein.
yeah.
There's actually another video came out this week in regards to the
How do they have this much gameplay but no game? I don't understand.
They do have a lot of gameplay, so not too
Yeah,
much.
but
though.
that's what I'm saying. They have gameplay, but where's the game?
So this is the thing. There's two different games that are coming out. They have Squadron 42 and the one that we were hearing about, Star
Yeah.
Citizen. Squadron 42 is going to be like imagine
Like dogfighting.
imagine Star Trek, but into a single player story. essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there
That sounds
like a
amazing.
campaign element, like a single player campaign?
That's it.
deal?
You
Star
said that
Wars.
so
That's-
casually.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine
sick.
one of
I
the
didn't know there was a
craziest
single player to
adventure
this game.
franchises of all time.
It's
Just
essentially
single
it sounds
player.
like
That's
it.
crazy.
It's almost that. It literally is almost that.
That's sick.
But
That's sick.
it's not going to have, I guess, that many race of like aliens in it. It's like if
Yeah.
you're viewing how many people are on Star Trek, there's
No
like,
William Shatner.
yeah, all that shit. No, thank you. There's just a whole bunch of like humans probably on board with like, I don't know. I guess a rogue nation is trying to attack and type of shit.
Yeah.
But there is a multiplayer aspect that's going to be further down the pipeline. Squadron 42 is supposed to come out 2017.
But, so you mentioned
Never
another
came
game
out.
that's not out. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
It's been
when
in the
are
pipeline
they
for
at
a
least
long time.
announcing that it's coming? So like this sounds like Kingdom Hearts 3 to me, and I've lived through this already, guys.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is
There's
more
no-
real because like
no,
they
now
have-
it is, but I was talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 in
This-
2008,
Yeah,
guys.
this is-
So you know what I mean?
So,
like
on
it's been a
Kickstarter
while.
since like what 2013, and this has I think the second highest gaming budget for making a game announced ever. So far this is huge, and the scale of this game is too big that we
Still
don't know when
no-
it's going to be coming out.
Still no like rough estimate on when it's coming out.
Probably 2018 is
telling you,
the
man.
best thing to say is we're still waiting on a date.
These CEOs are right there in Hawaii with your money right now.
100%.
It's like making a 10-minute gameplay video.
Well-
You can't get them to pay more.
Now, guys, before we wrap up, there is another game that's coming out, I think on the November 9th or 6th. I don't know, sometime early November. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, here's the thing, guys. Star Wars Battlefront has a horrible track record now because of the game that came
What we're
out. No one
talking
trusts
about,
this
yeah.
game. So, I'm going to ask you guys, have they earned your trust again? Do you have interest in this game? Will you buy it? What do you think?
I'll think about buying it because it actually does look good, but they have my trust back. I don't.
They do?
Like
Have they won you over, kind of?
yeah, big time. Just give us a
played the
game.
beta.
Oh, yeah, you played the beta. How
Oh,
was
I
yeah,
had
that?
my
true.
hand in it. I went in and I was excited. I thought this is going to be
Oh my
just
God,
like Battlefront 2, and I was going to be happy again until we saw this card system pop into play, and I'm just like, this is
What do you mean
utter-
card
Battlefront 2
system?
has a
Like, what-
card system?
So they have a loot box system as well, just
What?
like every other game
What?
that's
What
coming
do you
out,
mean?
like Call of Duty.
I thought it was all
and-
based on classes now.
Well, there is a class cards, so like your card can only be used towards a certain class. So it's not like you can use that card on another class or something like that. It will be
What are
specifically.
you talking
meant-
about right now? I'm so confused.
So there's a loot box system. You unbox the loot box and you get cards, and these cards can be used towards your advantage. That
So you
use it
level up
towards-
that way after a game, you just get a loot box and
You're
shit?
leveling up in general. You're still leveling up. You're still getting like stuff to craft, like
but
your
you can
weapon
use
and all
Darth
that
Maul
stuff.
while you collect these cards, man.
But you're like
You're so down, you had to
Yeah,
use
no,
Darth
that's what I'm
Maul.
saying. Yeah, exactly.
But
I saw
your
a video of him.
Darth Maul or your spaceship you're flying could have like an extra boost that makes you regenerate faster or something like that, just because you have this card. Just because
Okay,
you unboxed
okay.
this card. Just because you had
Oh,
spent more money
okay,
on
okay.
loot
So it's like a
boxes.
perk.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like perks, kind of.
Essentially,
It's like
but it's
Miley
FIFA
Percocet.
Ultimate Team started that trend. I feel
But
like.
it's a card system, and it's like if you unbox that card, you're at the advantage. If you've been playing this game for 100 plus hours and you never got that card, you're not at an advantage. You've just been playing this game for 100 hours and you're still losing to that guy who's level 5.
Okay.
So, again, that
Get
card
your cards
system,
up, bro.
you keep spending that money.
Yeah, exactly.
in the loot
Sometimes you gotta
boxes.
be, you gotta deal with the hand you're dealt, are you?
But that's just the beta. And
Yoda
I
said
really
that.
hope that one game mode in the beta does not
Here's-
reflect the
okay.
entire game.
Now,
how do you feel? about
besides that stuff, because that's actually pretty extra. They listen to all the feedback. They have come back to the consumer on their knees, like, please, like, we listened to you.
it? Gotta hop
Look at
down,
this!
girl.
Look at this 5-minute video with stats, like about how many levels were in the first game versus this game. They hot brown girl. Like
But
you
you
gotta
see,
No DLCs.
no
One
free
thing
DLC.
I
They're-
laugh at every time I
They're
see
free
things
DLC,
about
I
it.
know
Like
that.
they're so blatantly like pointing out that they're fixing their
I know,
mistakes.
I love
You know
it,
what
though.
mean?
I love
yeah,
it.
It's
I
good,
love
though.
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that as part of their marketing too. They're really
Yeah.
humble about it. And
Yeah.
They have a single player campaign. It's probably going to be 4 hours long, maybe 5 hours
It'll be
long.
fun. It'll have Star
But
Wars
what
music.
happens
It'll,
if this
it'll have
turns out to be another
explosions.
Mass Effect Andromeda? But what are you gonna
What
do?
do you mean? What do you
But
mean?
it's not
Mass
that
Effect
kind of
Andromeda
game
is
though.
an EA
That's-
game that just completely bombed.
Andromeda.
And people left
Andromeda
it. out of the
And now
game.
they
was
have
more
no,
of an open world game than
Yeah,
any of the Mass Effect
But
games.
we just have
It's
to
more
account in-
comparable to Mass Effect
I
1, 2,
understand.
and 3 than Andromeda. Though.
I understand that, and I understand that they never failed as bad as Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
And we're comparing two different complete
Yeah,
games, but
that's
this is
true.
EA we're talking about.
Yeah.
EA has a
I
track
don't
record
think
of
they're
doing this type
gonna
of stuff.
they're gonna not support this game just because of the license too. You can't. They're still
have-
supporting the Old Republic, and I don't think anybody plays that game.
The
Like,
funny thing
Yeah.
is,
The thing is, Star Wars is a cash cow. Yeah.
Battlefront 2 on PC, the one that came out in like 2006, just got a major update with people updating the game and like making new maps and shit.
Oh,
and
that's
play
sick.
So it's pretty fun.
Isn't it okay? First of all, before we kind of wrap this up, isn't it crazy how people can like hack an old game and just make content for it? Like, how are they doing this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do
it's
it, how do
unreal.
they get the assets to
Yeah.
make a map?
They
Like,
need
what the hell is
tools.
going on?
The tools have to be available for them to just do this type of stuff.
So how are they? Like, is it like some disgruntled
Ask
employee?
me. I'm more shocked about people doing this emulating stuff. That
Yeah.
shit's more shocking.
I'm
yeah,
impressed
that
by
too.
those GTA mods. Honestly.
Oh, yeah,
I
fuck
see
all
Harry
the-
Potter doing Quidditch on GTA.
That's
It's
sick.
unreal.
People doing
Yeah.
crazy mods, man.
Yeah,
It's just-
crazy.
They're way too committed to their games, and they want to see these games continue going forever.
They need to see
don't want it to
mutual
stop.
commitment. Honestly.
They need to get themselves a job in the gaming industry and stuff.
Also, I just want to point out there's no single player DLC announced officially. Nothing for GTA 5.
They said that they're canning it, didn't they?
Recently they did.
Yeah.
They've only been focusing on online though.
Yeah,
right?
but they remember in the beginning they were
Years ago,
like,
they said they
"That's a
would."
pretty scumbag." I haven't seen Rockstar
Did they
pull a
say that?
scumbag move. Yeah, of course they're like, "Yeah, we'll have."
They said they were. They're planning on putting out single player content for
no.
Grand Theft
They
Auto
made
5.
so much money off the online. That's why they just started focusing on that.
Oh, yeah,
right?
it's kind of extra.
It's
though.
making
I was
it-
like,
it is
we don't play.
extra,
I don't play
yeah.
GTA Online. I'd like to
Yeah.
have a little more story. Like you made so much money from this game. Make a
Like
story.
the way they did it with Red Dead, the zombie one was fun.
Yes.
It was cool.
To this day, that's
Yeah.
easily one of the best DLC,
Such a
single player
low-key
DLCs
one.
for
Yeah,
a game.
it
It
was
was very
amazing.
good. Like a completely new random story. It was
Yeah.
a spin-off.
It felt like a
Reminds me
different
of
game, but
Blood
in Red
Dragon
Dead.
from Far Cry.
Oh, yeah, Blood Dragon
That
was
one of
very,
my
very good,
favorite
too.
Spin-offs too.
Do you have faith in Far Cry 5?
The silence says it all, honestly.
No, honestly?
Yeah, I don't either.
Fuck, I got it pre-ordered, man.
Honestly,
I didn't pay for it, but it was a gift, but I will still...
It's gonna take a lot. If Ubisoft needs to, if they come out with a game that, and honestly, I've just been waiting for it, just for fucking what's it called, the Division to have its own battle royale spin-off. If they have something like that, I just can't wait. I just can't.
Oh, that would be sick, too.
Wrestling
That
stuff.
Pinfall, elimination, no outs. All right, folks, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for listening to our banter and useless shit. If you that is
Way to sell ourselves. Eh? Thanks for wasting your time, guys.
Thanks for wasting your time, guys. No, seriously, guys. Thanks so much for listening to us. I'm hoping you are. I don't know.
Buy Wolfenstein.
Like, just say
Great
something
game.
that no one knows about you. Like
Huh,
if you
huh.
if you've been listening for this long,
I ate alpaca in Peru, and it was that is what I'm leaving it as, folks. But thanks so much.
little Jeff.
It's an endangered animal.
I would eat an endangered animal. I would eat
Isn't
elephant.
that a person's
and rhino.
name?
All right, guys. Catch you later. See ya.
Alpaca's gone missing.
Al. A.L.